The first, sorry, I've got to produce this at the same time, so I'm getting over to my Chrome tab here. The U.S. has hit record home prices. Again, the article says. So this article comes to us from Housing Wire. July marked the fourth consecutive month in which the growth rate of home prices set a record, according to the latest S&P CoreLogic Case-Shiller National Home Price Index report. This is a quote from Craig Lazar. He's a managing director and global head of the index investment strategy, S&P DJI. He said the last several months have been extraordinary, not only for the level of price gains, but the consistency of gains across the country. The Case-Shiller 10-city home price index rose 9.1% from July 2020 to July 2021, which is up from the 18.5% increase recorded in June 2021. The 20-city index posted a 19.9 year-over-year gain from 19.1 a month earlier. For the 26th straight month, Phoenix recorded, there you go, Phoenix, Dusty. Phoenix recorded the highest year-over-year home price increase at 32.4%. San Diego was second with 27.8%, and Seattle was third with 25.5% increase.
Wow.
Those are crazy appreciation increases.
That's just in the last year, right?
Yeah.
So that's not taking into account, I mean, because we went crazy in those first 3 months of the Rona, or when things, you know, got figured out, and then the market just went nuts, and it's 28% higher than that in San Diego, dude.
Yeah, 32% higher than that in Phoenix, 28% higher than that in Seattle. Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. San Diego was 28%. Yeah, Seattle was 25.5, so 26%. The surge of millennials approaching the prime home buying age and are experiencing more. Hang on. There is a surge of millennials approaching the prime home buying age and are experiencing more flexibility to expand their search locations. This is the CoreLogic Deputy Chief Economist Selma Hepp said in a statement. Additionally, there are move-up buyers with larger budgets who are relocating to more affordable areas where they are financially able to outbid local residents. Taken together, these factors have created a double whammy for home price growth. So basically, this is what we hypothesized a year and a half ago when the whole COVID stuff started happening. People were kind of looking for different areas around the country. And at this time of year, they were kind of fleeing from the big metros and the major metros and going to smaller towns. And now they can work from anywhere. So exactly kind of what the experts were saying and what we were regurgitating seems to be happening. There's a mass exodus where you are, right? Right, Dan?
Yeah, and I have exactly that scenario. I'm going to contribute to the mass exodus. It's a friend of mine who bought a year and a half ago, right before this happened. And he's like, hey, I'm just thinking about it, because we send out updates like, hey, your house might be worth this, you know, to anyone that bought. That's just a thing we do. But the thing has, you know, it's been so crazy. I mean, up 32% in Phoenix that, you know, he's like, well, I can work. He works digitally anyway. Everything he does is digital anyway. So it's like, I can work from anywhere. So let's just talk about it. So there's another conversation already being had. So I'm going to add to the mass exodus from California if I can.
Yeah, I mean, it leaves room to create videos about why people should stay in the area that you serve. I was having a conversation with a good friend of mine. He works from home now. His wife works from home now. And they decided to move. And so they're needing additional space. Obviously, they want to figure out a way to make 2 offices. So converting a formal dining room, that is a great way to have an extra office space, especially if the quote unquote eating kitchen or the kitchen nook's big enough for a large table. So that tends to kind of work perfect. That's what they're thinking about doing. And then I asked him, I was like, wait a minute, y'all both work from home. Why are you staying here? Like, why not go to Hawaii or like,
right,
you know, like anywhere tropical or where most people would consider a second home destination? Why not go there?
Yeah.
And so then he started giving me like the laundry. They thought about it. And then he was like, well, cost of living is so much lower. Our dollar stretches farther. We have a better standard of life for us and our kids. And
so are you predicting a mass exodus from Arkansas?
No, I think everybody's going to come here because it's so cheap.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
A mass exodus. There you go.
What is the opposite of exodus?
I don't know. I feel like if someone has a smart speaker, they could just ask it.
Maybe
I
there's
wanted
like
to add one
I'm sure we
thing
get
real quick.
numbers.
I wanted to add a quote from Matthew
Scholars
Speakman.
know.
He's from
Okay.
someone knows. If only Logan was still on Clubhouse. But home price growth remains scorching hot as the housing market entered the dog days of summer. But data released in the weeks since indicate cooler days in the months to come. That's from Matthew Speakman, a Zillow economist. So the tight market conditions that have fueled the skyrocketing prices are finally showing signs of loosening. For sale inventory levels charted their fourth consecutive monthly increase in August, and sellers appear to be taking a less aggressive approach when putting their homes on the market. Price growth remains about as hot as ever, but the housing market is gradually retreating towards a more balanced state. So the reason I wanted to bring this one up is because, yes, we've been saying on the show, yes, things are cooling. And there's another article where it mentions cooling at the end of it. But 32% in Phoenix, 28% in San Diego, 26% in Seattle. Like, yes, things are cooling, but you've made potentially 20% in the last year. So yes, they're cooling, but now maybe it's the perfect time to sell and then buy because things are cooler and maybe you don't have as much competition on the buy side. So there's definitely data to get out there for you realtors to get out to your clients now. You know, it's cooling, but you can still max out your budget. You may not get $400,000 over asking. I went $400,000 specifically for that Florida story. But you can still get top dollar and still maybe it's a little easier on the buy side.